Okay, next round here, and won the die roll. Definitely want to play first. We have a sketch cape, but we can actually cast most of our spells in these colors because it's with our nomad outpost here, so that's fine. We'll get a morph down, attack with it, and do a Mardu Heart Piercer. Hopefully, that'll be the game plan. I'm pretty sure we'll get to 5 mana appropriately enough when the time comes. Ooh. So I'm worried about only having 3 of the 5 colors of mana, but again, it's nice that we have the colors of the cards we have in hand. Opponent also seemed to be, oh, that's interesting, an interesting build. Swiftwing in a 4-color build. We'll probably just Mardu Heart Pierce it. I don't know, but maybe it'll be a better target soon enough. That's the wrong color land, my friend. Question is, will I be able to attack into what my opponent plays here? Might just do it anyway if it's like a trade. Have the Morphs trade, Heart Piercer out, the Swiftwing. I'm left with the 2/3, my opponent's left with an empty board. Guess F16 wasn't great since my Morph could be flipped as something fantastic without pain mana. But I'm still on that kind of like, hey, let's F6 and play quicker since I'm so slow. And I was already a minute behind. But that was because of recording stuff. Oh, Abzan Banner. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Play this guy. This is not the right graveyards, by the way. Get our free attack in. My opponent can't really have a whole lot. We get to develop the board. I'm happy about that. Kill you. And then move forward. Alright. So, I can't really cast anything. Here's all those 5-drops we were talking about earlier. Land, if I'm going to get anywhere. It's an enters the battlefield tap plan, so for now, we'll just do this and pass the turn. Kind of annoying, but such is the life. We get our 4th color on. Missing blue. But with all this great stuff to do at 5, we're going to be using our mana for the next number of turns. I was going to start building out his or her board, Sivakov, and Outlasting, which is a little scary, but we got the removal spells to take care of business. For now, we're going to do the Swarm of Bloodflies and take to the air. Ooh, Abomination Godol, that'll be good if you draw another land, but I definitely want this guy out, because we're looking to hit off our removal spells in the near future, so getting the Swarm down early is going to be nice. So we'll take a hit from the long shot squad. That's fine. Could argue not even firing off one of our nice removal spells on it, since the Mastodon handles it pretty well. Even this War Behemoth, just can block it for days. Alright, so it wants to do this race, which on the surface seems really good to my opponent. Getting 4 in and only taking 2 is fine. Tons of mana left up, so hello, Doomblast colors. Looks more like an Abzan deck with a splash of blue. Ramping into what? A Villainous Wealth? I'm not against that. Alright, first strike and reach, but reach is going to go away very nearly. In the very near futures, I should say. What else we got? Ghost Fireblade. That's a great card. Alright, attack with everything, see what happens, keep up our removal spells. Yes. Because we're going to win this particular race. No blocks? So I think I'm just going to play the Running Mastodon then. Keep my D up. I mean, it's nice to keep the removal spells available. But, yeah, this guy just handles everything, so. What's next? Probably the same thing. Keep attacking with removal spells. I may not be able to attack with everything. If this Mastodon used by opponent doesn't want to try to do the race game anymore, then I might just be attacking with the Flyer. Opponent's just leveling up, probably holding a long shot squad back in hopes of keeping the flyer at bay. I'm going to go ahead and try burning away whatever is here, just so I can attack in. Getting there? And then I'm perfectly comfortable, even with all this mana my opponent has, that if that resolves, which it does, then I'm always attack with everything. There could be something that kind of blows us out, but with this many creatures, there's not a whole lot. Like there could be an untap or something. We might eat something, but we're getting such a huge tempo swing in. And we're in really good shape with that. Opponent should be on defense now, and is. I think we just equip the Ghost Fireblade, right? I could go for the Murderous Cut, but I feel like I'd rather save that for some specialness. This still forces my opponent to do something. Removal spell? Nope. Alright. Cool. Oh no, there is a removal spell. A Smite the Monsters. Ooh, you got me. My guy got too cool for school. Alright. And sadly I don't have a follow-up play. But I will go ahead and equip my Morph, because really, why not? I'm still not particularly worried. In this case, Murderous Cut would have finished out the game instead of Smite, but that was to be expected. I still like our board state against my opponent's 2 cards and my fantastic 2 cards. So. A Roar of Challenge. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't kill it in response. I don't have enough delve action. But my opponent only gets to kill 1 card. And then, do I still win on the crackback? Well, my opponent probably has like another creature to play. It's basically a 1-for-1 for me, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Especially since I'm ahead on board and now on cards. It was all creatures, right? Yeah. Alright. Bye, War Behemoth. Probably just gonna hard cast the Abomination. Maybe wait a turn. Yeah, my opponent does have something, but I get attack with both. Oh, no, my opponent has no cards in hand. Okay, now I won't. Now I will be. I'll just show it. Just because that really is for sure lethal with 0 cards in hand. There we go. Alrighty. So Abzan slow buildish deck. We didn't see anything super powerful. If my opponent wants to be slow building, maybe I'm going to be the aggressor. Doesn't ever seem right in my deck. Huh. Smite the Monsters matters, but not like insane against this deck. Worked against that Ghost Fireblade. Force Away I love against my opponent. Savage Punch not as much. Winter Flame will still be good early on and for the tapping reasons, and all of our late stuff's fine. So do I want Savage Punch or Ride Down? I'm going to be on the draw, so my opponent's going to get a little bit of the upper hand, so I don't know how often my opponent's going to plan on blocking. My opponent's stuff is just bigger than mine at any stage of the game. Yeah, I don't think Savage Punch is going to rock it here. I think I do want the ride down. We'll see. Could screw up my numbers too, because now I have an extra white source, and I don't have a lot of white in the deck. Didn't think that all the way through. I'm going to keep it. It's a little sketchy, but of course quite powerful. But the Archer's Parapet makes me like it, and any land basically will allow me to cast Anafenza, because I already have like such a great fixing for it. Alright. Start with the Nomad Outpost. Opponent's stuck on just green land. Okay. Lands from here on out would be nice. That ain't a land. But my opponent's also stuck. Not that that's fun magic, but gives each of us some time to draw in. My opponent drew second color and third land now, with an Anok Bondkind online. If I don't draw a land, my opponent's going to have some time to get there. There's a little bit of time. Just going to rock out Anafenza next turn for shizzle. I will block. I will drain. Love having all my colors. Abzan Banner. Not too sure why my opponent's playing the banners. Haven't seen a reason to yet, so that could be a mistake. Opponent doesn't want to attack for whatever reason. Which is fine. It's not like I was going to do anything. Yeah, Anafenza, right? Gonna have to. You. Mythic Rare! Yay! Got the Numbo on again with the Kieran and the Anafenza. Oh yeah, I don't really care. I mean, it's a 4/4 for 3. Gets a little bit up. Not a little bit. It can have some major upside on the attack plan. Now that my deck's designed to attack. Smite? No. Ooh, a Siege Rhino. Hello, Abzan player. That is a fantastic card. That will probably need to get burned or cut one way or another. Alright, so I only have 4 mana. I could play the Kieran. I'm considering attacking with Anafenza. My opponent's got a block, right? Which means I do the ride down. Maybe I just go for an Archer's Parapet, drain, and attack with Anafenza to put a counter on it. My opponent can smell out some kind of removal spell, like ride down, 4, 5, 6. But even then, I'm not scared for that crackback, really. Am I? Yeah, I don't think the +1/+1 counter is worth it to showcase. Yeah, I don't think the +1/+1 counter is worth it, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack normally here. Still plan on writing down. Inappropriately, my opponent did not block. So for 4, we'll just rock out our Kieran now. Oh, my smite's gone. Such is the life. Definitely blocking here. I still got to put the pressure up. I love having 5 mana, so I can burn away as well as do other shenanigans. I think we're just going to play the Swarm of Bloodflies out. Because really, why not? We can save our removal spells for later. Now we're just taking to the air and doing fantastic things. Archer's Parapet gets to continue to keep the Siege Rhino at bay. Oh, there's a Fortress, the big old boy I passed around to. Yeah, so these are going to come into play now that my opponent's starting to outclass a little bit. I think I'll just Murderous Cut the Ivory Tusk Fortress to get the counter on the Bloodflies and attack with everything. We do have a bunch of other removal spells, so we're in okay shape here. Not particularly frightened of things. I have a lot to work with, so whatever big other bombs come down should still be okay. Although hopefully we've seen the worst of it with the fortress and the siege rhino. Oh, okay, so here comes a roar challenge. We're just going to take out my Kirin here. Still just a 1-for-1. Well, my opponent only does 2 damage. Not great, but fine. Well, my guy gets bigger. Might do a treasure cruise next turn. Depending on how I feel. Might just want to progress the board with the war behemoth. Ooh. Alright, my opponent's using all them resources. 2 smites. I wonder if the second one was sideboarded in, which would be good against me. Sandstep Citadel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I do treasure cruise, that is all I'm doing this turn. I'm not particularly excited for that. At the same time, I mean, what else am I going to do? Play the War Behemoth to block the Anarch Bondkin? Yeah, I'm still only taking 2 a turn. Let's use this opportunity to treasure cruise. Hello, lots of lands. Dang, that's kind of a bummer. Do I need 2 mana for anything? No, let's get the Citadel out. I mean, I could have done a drain, but I'd rather just get some better mana bases on. Don't care that much otherwise. Opponent's outlasting. Assume still attacking. Opponent's basically out of gas. We still have some good removal spells. Just need more creatures now. Creature? Hey, a creature. Too bad I can't attack and get that action online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to play the War Behemoth face up. I'm fine with that. No. Cast. Bummer is if my opponent wants to outlast next turn, then the Heart Piercer won't be able to take it out. Still fine. We got all of our other spells going on, but could be appropriate for my opponent just to outlast here. Long shot squad. Alright, my opponent's building up a board. But Ride Down and Burn Away still gets us an easy attack with War Behemoth, which my opponent should still know about. Can still do 2 damage to my opponent's face with the Mardu Heart Piercer, so that's fine. Just going to keep playing my lands. I am going to attack with War Behemoth because I don't care about blocking, and I have the Ride Down that needs to do some work for me. I'm just totally saying it's there, but if my opponent doesn't want to play around, I mean, that's a couple turn clock. Goodbye, CG. Take 3E, and then what do I want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could play another War Behemoth. I could play the Heart Piercer to the face. I think I just play another War Behemoth to maximize the mana. Well, I could do that and drain. No. Some more creatures are better. My opponent can never really attack and won't be able to outlast in the near future. Since if my opponent's outlasting, that's less blockers. Disown Ancestor. Less confident than what I mentioned before, but still feel like in a good spot. So I was just going to try to outlast a whole bunch. We have 6 damage to the face between the Jeskai Charm and Mardu Heart Piercer. So, definitely going to attack. My opponent's allowing me to get some damage in here by outlasting both dudes. Maybe feeling like the only way to survive this game is to get these guys huge. I don't know. Alright, let's just go for the win. Wait. Let's make sure the mana is being tapped correctly. 1, 2. Yeah, we can do this. This is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a white, I need a blue, I need a red. Ta-da! Yay! On to the next game.